a white or maybe a red for Valentine's Day, a blue. Ooh, let's get all fancy. Maybe you want the colors to morph. We're going to uplight, we're going to downlight, we're going to side light, we're going to add ambiance with the light. We don't need an electrician, we don't need to drill holes, we don't need to put wires and cables through everywhere. If there's a dark closet, a dark pantry, a dark shelf, if you have beautiful maybe ornaments or vases or crystalware that you want to highlight, this is the best way to do it. You may have seen things like this all over TikTok and social media. They are red hot. Living Glow have created a best-in-class product. This looks different. We're going to explain what this extra bit is in a second. $29.99, 5 flex pay of $6. Living Glow brought to us, of course, by the lovely Julie Truster. And Julie returns. Julie, what is this bit?
Yes, I know these are new and improved.
Yeah.
So first of all, did you notice that there's motion?
Yes.
So that's a huge upgraded feature. It also has colors on it. But notice how, okay, it's a 12-inch light bar, which we've had before at Living Glow. But then look at this. You can take this off, and this is the battery. So you never have to buy batteries, and all you have to do is charge this. So maybe you want to have these under your counter or on a bookshelf or in your china cabinet or up, you know, there's uplighting, downlighting, backlighting, maybe on your TV. You don't have to take all of it down. You just take off this, charge this up, and then when you put it back on, there's your light. It comes with a remote control. One of the things that makes these different is that it's not just white. So you talked about, they're all over TikTok and social media. Everyone has their version of a cabinet light, and they're always white, but this has 13 different colors, in addition to the traditional white LEDs. But it also I have party mode on over there. So if you want to have a little fun with it, we're going to dim the light so you can see how just a little bit of lighting in your kitchen and your bathrooms really transforms a space. And with the motion, Adam, it's not just pretty, but also now it's functional. So if you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, with motion, these will automatically kick on. So I want you to see, and mounting them, there's no wires, no electrician, there's no drilling. I want you to see what it looks like. So first of all, you can take the light off and no drilling. There's 2 magnets under here with double-sided sticky tape. So, and this is it. So it stays up like this.
So convenient.
They're lightweight, but it's the light that casts it down. If you look a little bit, there we go. Okay, and then, so there's your white traditional LEDs. You're getting 2 of them. It has red, green, blue. There's different yellows. There's soft whites. There's green. A lot of people change it up for the holidays, or maybe it's your favorite sports team. You can see the different modes.
So many options.
This right here, this is what elevates your house. If you use it under your cabinet, that traditional white LED look it really does, it elevates it. And Adam, you know, when you're selling your house, when you have lighting in it, it just makes, realtors want you to have the light because it makes your house look so expensive.
But lighting affects your mood. Have you noticed that at home? Like if you are in a room which has really great lighting, you just feel great. And if it's not good lighting, it kind of brings everything down.
Right, it makes you depressed a little bit.
I don't want to be depressed. This, if you put this behind the television, if you put this in the cabinet, I mean, you can be as creative, honestly, as you want because you're not tethered by these cables. We're doing the 2-pack, which is brilliant. 1 is never enough. Honestly, you might want to get 2 or 3 sets of these because you can really go to town and add so much value. Maybe you always wanted, you know, under cabinet lights in the kitchen and they're not there.
And watch this.
That is so fancy.
So at night, put it in your bathroom. So at night when you get up and go to the bathroom, they automatically come on. You never have to flip a switch. Look at that. You don't have to touch it. When you get it home, if you want it in motion, instead of turning the little side button to on, just put it on auto and then everything is automatic. There's your little button right there. This is the motion sensor. So that's your motion sensor. If you don't have your remote control, you can manually adjust red, green, blue, and then your white. So without it, if you lose it or if you're just, you know, at the moment you don't have it on you, you can touch that little button. There's your motion sensor. The back is an entire magnet. These have been so incredibly popular at Living Glow, but these are the new and improved. So on the back's a magnet, and you take, look how this is a magnet. So you're getting 4 of these, 2 for each light. And then you peel this, it's peel and stick. Oh. You go like that. Here, I'll show you. I already have them mounted up here. So
you don't need to be worried about putting these up. You can do this in minutes.
Oh, seconds, really. It is so easy. And if you change your mind, you just move it. So, and this is downlighting. So this is the other thing. If you have a bookshelf, which we don't.
I was looking around, Julie.
I know, but at my house, we'll talk about it at my house. In our kitchen shelves, we've got the glass. First of all, the remote control works through glass, but if you want to do uplighting on a bookshelf and you've got that little nook, this is it. You just lay it down and it lights it up. And it's enclosed.
A lot of people do it like that, the uplighting.
Yes, and you don't even have to install anything. You just put it down on a shelf and it lights it up. Or you can do the downlighting, or maybe the back of a TV, and that's called backlighting. People pay companies thousands of dollars to come out and wire their house, put in all these lights. These are LEDs. In fact, the only thing I think is that you're going to want more than one set.
I agree.
Because when you get them, you're going to see what a huge difference it makes.
I mean, you know, the sky's the limit with this. Our amazing producer just saying that he put it in the pantry, for example. You know, places which might be a little too dark, where there's no light in there, no windows in there. You need that light. Maybe it's in a cupboard, in a closet. This allows you to really just kind of up the ante and allow you to choose how you want it to come across. Again, the fact that it's motion activated means the battery is going to last so much longer as well. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and speaking of the battery life, so you charge it up right there. The battery is separate. That's a brand new feature. And then it has this dimmable mode where you can dim it to 30%, and you're going to get over 12 hours of battery life. That extends the life of the battery. Otherwise, this is my favorite thing right here, the motion. And then after 30 seconds, it automatically goes off. You mentioned opening up a pantry right there. You don't have to touch anything. Maybe it's your closet. Maybe it's the pantry. You walk by and it completely lights it up. I think if you've got one of those islands, and first of all, you don't want to drill if you have marble or granite or even Formica, you don't want to drill in your cabinetry. So you can just put them under, it's double-sided sticky tape. And then as you walk by, it's hard to do motion in here because I'm in front of it. I would be setting it off the whole time. But you put it on auto, and then when you walk by, or maybe it's a kick plate in your bathroom, you know, the kick plate on the bottom. And then when you walk into the bathroom, it'll recognize your feet, you know, the motion with your feet. Kicks on the light so you can see when you're going to the toilet, to the bathroom. You don't ever have to turn on a switch. Motion is typically extra expensive. Here's your little motion light.
And the others aren't like that, by the way. That's a really nice added feature. This was a really fast presentation. $29.99, the brand new version, more light options, more power, more battery life. That's what's really key. You don't need to buy batteries for this. Obviously, it's rechargeable, which we really appreciate. But now you can finally have light in spaces that maybe never ever had light. If you just moved into a home and you're trying to make it your own, let's get these in there. I mean, Julie, you went to town at your house. You put these everywhere.
I know. And years ago, we looked at having someone come out and install it. It was going to be thousands of dollars. This is so affordable now. You charge it up. You never have to buy batteries. You're good to go when you get these home. We put them under our cabinet. We put them inside the cabinets. And again, if you want that uplighting, you just place it on a cabinet or a bookshelf. And let me show you again one of the features. This is the battery now. So you charge this up so you don't have to take the entire thing down. There's 60 LEDs in each of these. They don't get hot, so if you put it in an enclosed area. And they're lightweight. And the back is a magnet. So here, let me show you again.
Julie, you said 60 LEDs?
60 LEDs in each one.
Wow.
And that's how to do it. Oh, and it's going to transform your space. It looks beautiful.
That's the word, transform.
It really does. It transforms.
You're going to come back.
I'm going to come back.
I don't know like that.
Yep, I'll be back.
In just a few minutes, Julie returns with an amazing power pack. That just tickled me, that I don't know why. All right, we're going to go over this way. You know, it's moments like that, right? It's that little laugh, that little giggle between Julie and I. The moments and the magic that we have with our friends and our family, the events that happen, you know, along the way, we need to preserve, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about with our very next item. If you are in the ordering process, we see you. Do not hang up. We are counting you in. We'll get those straight out to you. As we get older, we realize that the most valuable thing in the world is, of course,